Ted, thank you for letting me, not just you letting me record us going on this journey again, but also for who. I mean, what did you just say to me? You checked an Admiral
Admiral
Halosaurus.
yeah,
Sorry.
Admiral Halosaurus, pleiadian Admiral Halosaurus, and he said totally fine. It helped raise consciousness, and it shows that it's real. What we're doing is real. And if he said if you had done this 5 or 10 years ago, at least 10 years ago, you would have been ridiculed for it. But now people are more accepting, and they're realizing they're opening themselves up to other realities, and there's life outside of this planet. So it's much more accepted now. But he said, absolutely, that's fine. You can record it. Yes, he has.
Well,
You have his permission.
Thank you for letting me record, both to yourself and thank you for your trust in that to Admiral Halosaurus as well. So whenever you're ready, Ted, because I've left something up there, and
Okay.
I'm excited to go back up there.
All right. Put your hand on your heart. Okay, we're going to be traveling now. Let me cover us both with a cone of white light. Put a series of mirrors around us to deflect any negativity. I'm also putting a lead around 9,000 miles of lead around us, like a lead wall around us. And then I'm asking Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel to guard us on our journey today. And let's do the hue 3 times to bring in the galactics, and they'll help us as well. It goes like this. We'll say it 3 times. It's the hue in human. It calls them in. Just say it like this. M. Hue. Great. Twice more. Hue. And one more. Great, nice and calm and peaceful. So we're now completely protected. All the angels are protecting us. So let's go on board the main deck. On deck, on deck 24. Or, no, 26. 26 is where we are.
26.
26. We're on deck, the main deck 26. It looks like it's kind of like it's all carpeted, and it looks like a Star Trek deck, but it's much larger than that. There's windows going 362 degrees around the main deck, and you can see out into the galaxy. The Earth is below. It's beautiful Earth. Do you see the there's on the left side, there's like a lot of people standing around with light blue jumpsuits. Those are the engineers and technicians, and they're programming the computers on board the ship with colored lights. They're touching these consoles. Anyway, right in front of you, M, is Admiral Halosaurus. He's got a deep blue a jumpsuit on with a silver stripe across, and his symbol for the Pleiadian fleet looks like a Toyota symbol upside down, and underneath there's a silver bar, and it says 000001. That means he's number 1. He's the admiral of the fleet. He's in charge of 4.5 million Pleiadian ships now circling this planet, and he gives his greetings. He's welcome aboard. Nice to meet you. All right. Do you feel him there, M?
I don't, but I mean, the way that you describe it, it's very, it invokes a very visual image.
Okay, good, my friend. Let's go to the healing rooms up on board on deck 36. And so we're gonna walk around behind the console where Admiral Halosaurus is. He's going to walk with us. Behind there are elevators about 50 meters away, and the walls of this craft are light blue. The floors are all lit up, as well as the ceilings lit up. And Admiral Halosaurus is waving his hand over a sensor. The doors open up silently. You and I walk in with Admiral Halosaurus. We're now entering on deck 26. We're going up to deck 10 flights up, 10 decks up to deck 36. Okay, it's silent. The doors now open up. We're walking out, and we're going about 50 meters to the right to a small opening along this wall. And I believe you are in, let me check the room number. I guess we could just walk in and find you, huh?
Yeah.
It's 4, isn't it? Are you in 4? I think you're in 4. That's what I remember. I didn't put you in 1.
I think you left me in 4 or 5 last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was in. Let me double check here. It was in room number 4. That's right. Okay. And your spirit, part of your soul, is in room 4. And so I'm opening up this door, and there you see your spirit there. It's in a rose-colored quartz-colored bathtub-like device. Looks like a bathtub, but they've been bathing you in golden yellow light now since the last 3 days. And how do you feel?
So, funnily enough, I mean, I still my back still hurts, but I wondered the other night whether it hurt a little bit less. And I don't know whether that's
It's helping. It's slow, but it's helping.
Maybe that is the case. Maybe I've not been very active for the last 3 days, so maybe I've given my back a fair bit of rest. But absolutely, I was happy to leave part of me aboard to see if there was any improvement in my back, because it, as I said, it does affect my life quality. But I will say that I have pondered whether it feels a little bit better.
Okay. Good. They're recommending, Admiral Halosaurus is recommending you to stay there at least another week. So part of your soul, your spirit, will be up on the ship. You might get a little lightheaded. You can do everything you need to do in 3rd dimension here on this planet, but just remember that part of you is up there, and you'll be okay. I mean, it's fun,
Yeah.
You're there in spirit, so you don't have any food requirements or liquid requirements, but you are there and you're being well taken care of.
It's certainly fun, and I thank you to Admiral Halosaurus and all of his crew, and for you for putting me in this healing chamber. I think you described it as like a med bed type, but not a med bed, right? It's like a baby in light.
It's raising the vibrations in your soul, which ultimately translates. You are in the 5th dimension up there, and translates into healing in the 3rd dimension. Because as you heal your soul, so will your physical healing occur in the 3rd dimension down here.
So I don't know if you need to relay to Admiral Halosaurus, or if he can hear me by what I say, but
he can hear you.
Okay.
He's smiling now.
Okay, great.
He says he actually has some messages for you when you're free, when you're ready.
I'd love to hear them. So I would like to withdraw myself from the ship, only but maybe to come back on in the future.
Of course.
I don't want to. I'm going to be maybe extremely busy over the next couple of weeks after this, so I don't want to be leaving any part of me up there that I can't go and collect, or So respectfully and thankfully for the last 3 days, I'd like to leave for now.
Okay.
After of course, having a bit more of a walk round, because of course we ended last time with me, taking the offer to stay for a few days, and so I appreciate that.
Sure, my pleasure. I think did I show you my quarters last time? I think I did.
You did. We went to your quarters, and we had you showed me your replicator. Is that right? And you made some hot chocolate for me, which was something that I was asking about. And so we had some hot chocolate before. You then talked to me about what else was on the ship, and also that you introduced me to your girlfriend briefly, and
a female friend of the crew, right?
A female friend of the crew, yeah. Sorry,
right.
And also, you talked about all of the different and wonderful things that are aboard. One of them being, I can't remember what you called it, but something where you could look into past events. So you don't even have to be there. You could look into
of course
history. That was
the
one
wisdom room on deck 24. That's right.
And you also mentioned they've got all sorts there. They've even got a zoo. which I'm kind of itching to see, actually. You talked about having lots of animals there, and whether they're lions, tigers, or bears, they're all kind of docile in a way that they wouldn't kind of attack you for approaching them, or is that right?
That's exactly right. They all communicate telepathically with you, and you
Wow.
can you can you can ride the elephants if you want. They won't harm you. You can ride their giraffes. They're all in this zoo, in this holodeck, and they're quite real.
You could ride giraffes. Can
Yeah,
you
you
do that?
can ride giraffes. Yeah, yeah,
Can
you
you
can
do that
spend
here? Like,
easily,
I mean, as in down on planet Earth. Like, I've never seen anyone ride a giraffe.
but you can up there. The giraffe will let you. They
Amazing.
will. Yeah, they will. Um, you may have to have. They have a special seat that they put on, so you don't fall off. But the giraffe will let you do it. But it's because the giraffe's back is going up at like a 40-degree angle, and so they do make the seat in a certain way that so that that
So that you're leveled.
it can be, so you're leveled off. Otherwise, you're going to fall
Mm.
off. They don't want you to get harmed at all. But
That makes complete sense.
I myself have never been to the zoo, so if both of us went together, that would be kind of fun to do.
Let's go to the zoo, Ted. Let's do it.
All right. Let me ask my Admiral friend where it is, because I've heard about it, but I haven't been there.
Fantastic.
All right, my friend. Well, it's on deck 40, a little bit above us. There's 64 decks on the ship. It houses 5,000 people. So yeah, we can go up to the zoo. This will be fun. I haven't been there myself, so Admiral Halosaurus says he's got some time now to take us up. They have been very busy. He says they've been very busy. They've been working to help our evolution by raising the vibrations of humanity on the planet, by bombarding the planet with lots of positive energy. And as the positive energies come in, people, there are people dying from the program, okay, but not as many as there could have been. And people are also opening up, and they're appreciating, they're ascending, the ascension, and they're actually changing for the better. So it's not as bad as the negatives wanted it to be, and as not as bad as a lot of people saw coming last fall. It's not doom and gloom anymore. It's a beautiful time to be alive in spite of all the negativity, and there's a lot of people surviving, even though they are deadly. But let's go on the zoo. Let's go on the zoo then. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna leave your healing chamber. It's kind of weird to say goodbye to yourself, but part of your soul's there. So we're gonna walk.
Sorry, can I not take my soul with me to the zoo?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, yeah. Go. Well, I'm gonna have you walk out, and your soul now is gonna merge into your body as the one. Okay. It's merging into yourself. So you're gonna feel, instead of feeling like 80% or 90%, you're gonna feel 100%. So you'll feel more grounded.
Great.
So that's what's happening right now. And Admiral Halosaurus says, anytime you want to come up, just come on up, or Ted's available. I know Ted's available. Yeah, I'm available anytime you want to come up. Okay. Just let me know, and I'll bring you up. Now, we're traveling there in the astral plane in about in about 5 years, or approximately 3 years after we ascend into the fifth dimension, it will be possible for UM to go into onto the ship physically, but not now. It's too dangerous, simply because there's still a lot of negatives around planet Earth, and the planet needs to shift first.
Right.
So, but for now, you can come up anytime astrally. It's going to take some more time to go up physically. I mean, in physical body. But you will come. You will be able to do it if you want. No problem. Yeah, it'll be fun for you. But
I appreciate that. Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, sure. Let's go to the zoo. I think that'd be a great place. Let's walk out of the chambers. Okay, the door's shutting behind us now. We're walking We're walking straight ahead, and there's some elevators off to the left again. Admiral Halosaurus, would you like me to come along? I said, yeah, that'd be great. Just get us up there, and then because I think he has to get back to do some work. So anyway, we're getting in the elevator. We're going up the decks now to deck 40, and so we're getting out now. And this is new for me because I haven't been to the zoo before, but this is fun. Okay. A little ways down, the elevators are on one big wall, and a little bit off to the right, about 80 meters, 80 to 100 yards or meters off to the right, there's a larger door. Okay, Admiral Halosaurus is opening up this door. This is the entrance to the zoo, he says. Now, the animals, they're all telepathic. So, oh, and this is something he wanted to tell you. You've got to keep positive thoughts in your mind while you're up there. Because if you don't, you can interfere with the running of the ship and defend the animals. But he knows it's not going to be a problem with you. But just for other people listening today.
Before we go in, if I have a negative thought, I'm not going to get attacked by lions or something.
No, they'll talk to you first.
The lions will. Or...
The lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! They will all talk to you. If you want to talk telepathically, you can talk to them and ask them. I mean, we could both spend probably the rest of the afternoon in that place and just talk to the animals.
I'm sure. Talk to the animals, walk with the animals.
Do you remember the old sitcom back in the 60s, Mr. Ed, the talking horse?
No, I definitely wasn't alive in the 60s.
Okay, well, anyway, my friend, there was an old sitcom from the 60s, and it was a talking horse. I actually, at a garage sale the other day, I picked up for $1. I picked up a whole set of DVDs on the old thing. I'll have to listen to them. It's kind of fun. But it's Mr. Ed, the talking horse, and you can talk to the horse, and it's like you'd be able to talk to horses too. I mean, they're all there. The animals they weren't abducted. They all came there because of their free will. They're all vegetarian on the craft, but they do make synthetic meat. Now, it's not something, he's smiling as he says this, but he says that we don't use Bill Gates's technology because there's some evil things he's doing with that to control people.
Synthetic meat for the lions, tigers, and bears.
Right. They don't. Yeah, they don't.
You said this to me before. We couldn't come. Well, no, we could come aboard, but you said that they didn't like if you'd eaten meat.
If you've eaten meat, but if you can bless the animals that you've eaten, that really helps take away the negativity. Because usually on planet Earth, when the animals are like a cow is killed, it's killed in terror. You see, and when you eat that animal that's been killed in terror, you get those negative chemicals into your body, and it lowers your vibration.
That's right.
But if you bless them and ask the animals to forgive you, they will, and you can take away that negativity, increasing your vibration.
That's right. Because I'd admitted, because you didn't tell me this beforehand. The last time we came aboard, you admitted you said this, and I had to admit I've eaten chicken for lunch. And I
was waiting for you to say that you just had a hamburger, but anyway,
but you blessed the chicken, and then you said a prayer for the chicken,
right?
And then you blessed and said a prayer for all the meat that I'd ever eaten.
I mean, somebody just walking in, listening to this video, and I'm gonna talk to the chickens now and bless them. They may think I'm crazy, but it does help. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So
okay.
Anyway. Chickens are no dumb clucks, by the way. They're intelligent, and I'm just going to go back and tell them and just bless them and thank them for giving their life so you may sustain yours. And they said thank you. They said no human's ever done that before, so I'm blessing them, getting the blessings.
Bless the chickens.
They understand now. They're no dumb clucks, believe me. So it's much better. It's all forgiven. Don't worry. You're in the clear. So
thank you.
Anyway, we're walking into this place now, and there's no such thing as cages for them because all the animals there are there for their own free will. There's a lion off to the left. Do you see her there? She's got a lot of fur, huge face. Looks like she just stepped out of Africa somewhere. Do you see her? I'm sorry.
I'm imagining like the lion, the front cover of a Lion King kind of DVD right now.
Yeah,
huge mane. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
When you say, can you see a lion?
Right.
Yeah, not physically, but I can, I can use, I can envision it. Yeah.
Okay. To start things off on the right foot, I'm sending her lots of love and light. And she wouldn't eat you, but I'm saying that if she did, you would taste terrible. And no, I'm just kidding. But she's not going to eat you. You know, she said no. They're well taken care of on board. You don't need to worry about that.
Oh, good.
Do you have any questions you'd like to say to her? Any comments? She's sitting right there. She says she loves you and love to talk to you if you want. So,
Any questions for the lion?
yeah. She has some messages for you, by the way.
The lion does.
Yeah.
I just want to say hello and nice to meet you. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you have to tell me.
She said that there's a whole race of human lion beings in the galaxy. They're benevolent. They're part of the Galactic Alliance. Are there any aboard ship? There's none aboard ship, but they do come in once in a while on diplomatic missions to the ship. And they're half lion and half human. They're lion beings. There's a fellow in Washington State named James Gillian. He has a ranch called Isetti Ranch, and they visit him quite a bit.
Okay.
But they're very, very benevolent, and they're half lion and half human, and they're full of love. They're from the 8th dimension, and they're helping protect this solar system and this planet especially from any negative effects of the negative extraterrestrials on this planet, especially the reptilians. So they're doing that now as a kind of a service. She said that one of the lessons that planet Earth will learn, and it'll also be an example for the rest of the galaxy, is how different species and different human races can all live in harmony and peace. After all this is said and done, people will finally realize that we all should live as one, because we all have the spark of God within us, and there will be no more fighting at all among the humans on this planet. There will be conflicts from time to time with other extraterrestrial species, but it'll be far more calmer than it is now. We'll be able to work it out without a war. But that's one of the messages she's giving now, because she said all the animals in the zoo get along.
They'll get along.
Lions, they'll get along. They get along. Yeah, and humans will get along too. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it. She's mentioning now there's pictures on the internet of dogs and cats, sleeping together, getting along together, no longer fighting. But those are the kinds of things you're going to see. Different species of different races, different cultures, different animal systems even, who are getting along just fine. They're not fighting each other. It's going to be a great world. I can't wait, frankly. There's challenges, but we're right at the tail end of this conflict period. Right at the tail end, just before we're changing. We're changing now. So
all sounds wonderful. Yeah.
There's an elephant about 50 yards down on the right. It's another female, and she wants to meet you. Is that okay? You want to walk down and see her?
Yeah, I'd love to meet this elephant.
Okay. All right. She's got these long tusks and everything. They kind of go out like they're the big African lions like this.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. Oh, my God. Her feet are like this. She's huge. Oh, my God. She's asking whether you'd like to ride her.
She's asking whether I'd like to ride her.
Yeah, would you like to get on top of her and ride her?
let's ride the hell out. Ride this elephant.
I'm content to stay on the ground. I'm not interested in riding an elephant today.
So
but
hang on.
Offered it to you.
I'm obviously not in any danger by riding this elephant.
If you were to be hurt, which you're not, but if you were, they have technology to restore your body completely to its original state, if you wish. No problem.
So on the very rare occasion I'll get absolutely trampled and mushed up, it'll be okay.
as long as they've got a couple of cells, they can reconstitute you back to what you were before, better than ever.
So does the elephant have a name?
Oh.
Or is
Yeah.
that quite a question to ask?
She said in Earth language, it's Esmeralda.
So Esmeralda, if anything
Esmeralda.
happens, please leave Esmeralda. Please leave a few cells for these your friends to work with here.
You're
Anyway.
gonna be fine. Don't worry, and she'll catch you. She's got a long snout, so she'll just grab you if you fall off. So yeah, yeah.
Just a short walk, please, Esmeralda, if you don't mind.
Okay, okay. Do you want to go swimming this afternoon? We can go swimming in Hawaii if you want. That's what my holodeck's geared for. If you want, but
yeah, are we doing that after this? Yeah,
we can if you want. It's up to you. There's also a conference room on deck. One floor above on floor 41, there is a conference room, and there's a little party for us right now.
Oh, I'm honored.
The Pleiadians. Oh, interesting. There's several Sasani there.
You explained who they were before to me.
Yeah.
Remind me, they used to be the Greys. Is that right?
Well, they're not exactly Greys. They used to be. They are 80% human and 20% Greys.
Okay. Okay.
And
so
what it is that they were humans once on this planet on another timeline who took the became Greys and are now they've created a new species called the Sasani, which are going back to being human.
Wait. Rewind. They changed and evolved because they had taken the
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
On another timeline, and it takes a lot for my mind to wrap around this, as it was explained to me. But originally they were human. They took they became Greys. They realized they made a mistake. They made efforts to come back to being human, and that effort to come back is called the Sasani. There are whole planets of Sasani as well. I'm not sure where they're located, but they are part of the Galactic Alliance. They've been allowed into the Alliance because they want to become benevolent, and the Pleiadians have been helping them. So when you see their...
I mean, just to interject, do you see what has happened, what has come from these biological agents? A whole race of people colonizing other worlds has been the cause and effect of having this in our present. I mean, am I right?
Yeah, you are correct. I'm looking at one right now. They're very friendly, and their facial features are very smooth. They have large eyes. They have eyes like I do, but they're a little larger. They look almost human, almost. If you saw them on the street, you'd do a double take. You wouldn't think they were fully human. They don't come to Earth yet, but they're learning from the Pleiadians on how to be human again. And you find them on the ship. They're part of the Galactic Alliance. They do a lot of diplomatic exchanges. That's why they're on the ship. They're kind of like transfer officers or transfer personnel. It would be like if you had a British, for example, naval aircraft carrier, and you had other military officers from the United States or France or Germany on board as kind of like an exchange program. That's the kind of situation where you've got an exchange program where some of the Pleiadians have gone to Sasani ships and other Sasani have come to learn from the Pleiadians about how to be human again. So that's what they're on board. And it's kind of a interesting welcoming party for both of us.
Fantastic. Let's go there. Before what was it? We were going to go to Hawaii as well. Let's try and fit as much as we can in, I suppose, while I'm here.
Right. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to the elephant. She's waiting. Esmeralda's waiting.
Of course, the elephant in the room.
Yeah, she's got a long snout, and she's lowered it down to the ground, and she's saying, "Why don't you sit on it? Don't worry, you're not going to fall off. I'll bring you up. I'll wrap the snout around you. I'll bring you up and put you on my back." Isn't that nice, hair?
Sorry.
Okay, she's lowering her snout on the floor in front of her feet, in front of her on the floor, and she's asking you to sit down on her snout, and she'll wrap the snout around you securely so she can put you up on her back. Okay.
So on a snout, she wants me to sit on her face, on a trunk.
On her trunk.
Right. So I can ride her. Right. Okay. So, yeah.
And she'll wrap her snout around you and then put you on top of her back.
Okay.
Okay. We're only going to go for a short distance. As much as you want to go, she's available, but it's up to you.
Just a short distance. I'm thankful, but I'd
50
love
meters.
to go to the party and everything else.
50 meters.
50 meters is good. Ted, what are you holding in your hand, please?
Oh, it's my tools. It's a pendulum. I use dowsers too. If I need clarifications on answers or whatever, like what deck to go to or whatever, it comes through the pendulum. So
I see.
That's how it works.
A way of communication, right?
Yeah, it's made of tiger eye, which is a psychic stone, and allows me to connect to the other side and to them as well. So anyway, that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I just saw it in your hand, and just the curiosity I had to ask.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, let's 50 meters is fine by me. Thank you.
Okay, she's lifting you up. You're secured, nothing to be afraid of. She's lifting you gently on top of her back and setting you down. So I'm just going to stand by. She's going to walk 50 meters, and then you're in an area, by the way, there's lots of tropical vegetation. Okay. That's what it is. The animals like that. You've got animals, you've got lions there, that you've got the elephants, of course, you've got the giraffes, you've got a hippopotamus in a different part of the zoo in like a swamp area. You even have alligators who talk to you as well if you want. And don't worry, they won't eat you. Anyway, you're going through this jungle for a short time. It's only going to be a few minutes walk, and then she's turning around now and coming back. She said, "Look at the. Do you see the plumerias on your right? They smell. They have this beautiful. It's kind of like perfume smell. I don't know if you've been in the South Pacific, but they have plumerias. A lot of plumerias growing up there too. It's very, very sweet kind of scent. Okay, they're there. Anywhere, she's brought you back now, and are you ready to get off?
Yeah, thanks for that. That was yeah.
Okay, just kind of fun. Okay, she's going to wrap her snout around you again, bring you back down on the floor in front of her, and go ahead and stand up. And we could spend the rest of the day in the zoo, but this gives you just kind of a little taste of it. So,
oh, yeah, I appreciate it. It's been interesting.
It's been fun. It's been fun. So, anyway, we're gonna go now so we can go to our little reception they've set up for us.
Let's do that. Party time.
Party time. Yeah, there are some other benevolent races there as well who I've never met before. There are 7 trillion benevolent souls within the Galactic Alliance, or 450 million planets. So there are beings there which I have no idea what they look like. Most of them are human. A lot of times you get variations, but we'll see what's there. I don't know what's there. They said there's a couple of races which I'm not familiar with, but they're benevolent. Anyway, let's step back out to the door. We're stepping outside of the door. We're going to take a left now, go back to the elevators about some ways down. We're getting back on the elevator. Let me see, where do we need to go? Oh, it's just one flight up. We're going from deck 40 to 41.
Okay.
So we're going up to deck 41 now. The door is opening up. Admiral Halosaurus is gonna walk us over to the conference room, and then he'll leave us. He's got to go back to the deck now, do some work. So anyway, we're walking out of the elevator to the main floor area, taking a left this time. We're going down a long hallway. On the right is a small door. He's opened it with his hand. He's just opened. There's a sensor. He's waved his hand over the sensor. Door's opening up. And we're in the conference room. Okay. Are you thirsty? Would you like a refreshment?
I'm very thirsty. Yes, please.
All right. They have special, what they call, I guess you could they call it structured water here on Earth, but it's higher dimensional water. There's a professor named Jerry Pollack, Dr. Jerry Pollack at the University of Washington, Seattle. It's full of easy water, which is high vibrational water. It's very good for healing. Anyway, they've made it effervescent, so it's bubbling, and they've got a glass for both of us. Go ahead and take a taste. I think I'm getting handed. Both of us are getting handed this glass of bubbling water, and I'm taking a taste now. That's good. It really quenches your thirst. Do you feel it? It does taste pretty good. So
tastes familiar.
Yeah, it's familiar. It's kind of like
air, like a yeah. I don't know.
It's a little bit. It's not as like the closest thing that I can think of is 7-Up, maybe, or Mountain Dew, but it's not super sweet, and it has everything good in it. It's very high vibration, and it's clear. It's not green or any one color. It's just clear, and it has a really good taste. You can feel the effervescence in it. They said most of the time when you drink water on your planet, you don't absorb all the water. There's something in the molecular structure of the water itself that prevents you from getting 100% absorption. But when you drink this water, you get 100% absorption right into your body. So you don't need to drink as much water because you're getting the full glass into you, and you should feel a lot better. Okay, how's it taste?
I don't know if I'm tasting my current drink or whether I'm tasting something else.
Okay,
there's a taste left in my mouth. No, I'm not sure. If I can perhaps describe on the stream what taste has been left in my mouth right now.
Okay, you're getting hit with a lot of different new information, and a lot of times you won't be able to maybe fully comprehend until later after we're off the air. But that's fine. It'll come to you. We've got a large conference table sitting down now, and we've got a lot of beautiful beings there. There's a couple of Pleiadians on the left, and the way they greet you, they put their hand over your heart and put yours over your heart too, and just bow down and kind of like nod your head and send lots of love and light to them. That's what I do as far as the greetings go. If you were to meet any Telosians from the hollow earth underneath Mount Chastity, their protocol is to put both hands on their heart and do the same thing. They're actually Pleiadian, but you do both hands over your heart and do it that way. But on board the ship with the Pleiadians, just need one hand over your heart.
Okay.
Just to the right of the Pleiadians are a couple of, there's a group of Sasani there. They're the ones who are about 80% human and 20% gray. But they are on the way to becoming fully human again. It's going to take some more time, but that's why the Pleiadians are helping them. They're here on an officer exchange program with the Sasani, and they look almost human, except that their eyes are quite large. The Sasani that I'm seeing, they don't have any hair, and their skin color is kind of like it looks like our skin color, but it's slightly paler. And if in a different light, it might look a little green because grays are green. But they're telepathic, benevolent. And you have one of the female Sasanis walking over right now, and she wants to talk to you and meet with you, Em. Is that okay?
Please introduce me.
All right. Her name is Kana. She is. Oh, I gotta translate this into Earth years. On her planet, she's a young woman.
Hmm.
In Earth years, she'd be 28 years old.
Okay.
And she's sending you lots of love and light. And she wants to know everything about you. I told her you're a light worker doing wonderful work here on planet Earth. And she said, would you like to do a show about our planet and our civilization? You have to answer.
I'm Em. How are you doing?
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I think that there will be a show around this experience, around meeting you. So and hopefully we can meet up sometime afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. She will she'll contact me and I'll contact you. She says next time on the ship, you're back on the ship, she wants to spend some time with you. And they don't really eat like we eat. A lot of because you're in the fifth dimension, a lot of what they eat is just energy from the universe called prana. And the Pleiadians do eat, but they do it only socially because they don't need to eat either. They're humans. But she said, why don't we meet for dinner? And you could we'll make something palatable for you. Be high vibration. It won't be like Earth food, but it'll be still good for you. Don't worry. And
I appreciate you tending to my what I'm able to eat.
Yeah, she's trying to be social, and she says, that dinner or lunch would be an appropriate setting for us, and we can go over everything. But she would like to see you again.
Yeah,
And
I'd love to go on a date.
I'll arrange it. I'll be in contact with her, and then there's a couple of more male Sasani to the right.
Yeah.
They're walking over too, and they wanted to meet you too, and me as well. It's refreshing to know that it's not all doom and gloom, that even where there have been like humans taken over by the Greys or the reptilians, that now they've fought to get away from them, and they're now becoming more human. They're going back on the human path, which is good, I think. Because the Greys, as you know, are a slave race for the reptilians, a negative species. But there are benevolent beings who've been able to break away and create their own separate civilization. Oh, you're in luck. We're in luck today. Guess who's over on the right? See over on the right?
Who's that?
That's a purple skinned being from the benevolent being from Andromeda, from the Andromeda galaxy.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, this man is a diplomat from the Andromeda High Council. Oh my goodness, this is quite a. It's nice to meet him. I put your hand over your heart. Send him lots of love and light. I'm going to invite him over so we can talk. Or why don't we just walk over and we'll just go to where he is sitting. Wow, he's got lots. How much time do you have? He has lots to tell us. I mean,
I would love to hear it. You know what? Let's just go for it. I've got enough time. Let's really experience this, and then we can talk afterwards when we're back down on Earth. Of course.
Right. Okay. All right. The general format of the ship is fifth dimension. It's not that easy for him to be on the ship because he's from the eighth dimension. But he's able to gear down his dimension so he can exist here in the fifth dimension to talk to you.
So it's going to come down to my level, basically. He has
our level, yeah, the
yeah.
ship level. We've come up from 3rd. We're in 5th now in the astral plane. He's from the 8th, come down 4 dimensions down to the 5th, so he could be in the ship. He's
Meet him in the
actually
middle.
there.
Yeah, got ya.
He's actually there both as on a diplomatic mission with the Pleiadians and the Galactic Alliance, and also as an observer as to the changes happening on the planet. He finds both of us very interesting because everybody's watching what's happening now on Earth, and you and I are eyes and ears, boots on the ground, what he said. And that's the message from Admiral Halosaurus as well. He said that you guys and the rest of all the light workers on planet Earth are the boots on the ground to affect positive changes on planet Earth that we cannot do ourselves because of the doctrine of free will. We can only do so much on your planet because we have to respect free will. We cannot impose our will upon you. Other negative civilizations do impose their will upon you, but we don't. We have to respect cosmic law. But on the other hand, if you decide independently on your own to do things to raise the consciousness of the planet and to make it a better planet, you are boots on the ground helping with the ascension. And we're very proud of you. They're all clapping now. I can hear them clapping. Well, what did they do?
Thank you.
Thumping their hearts too. This clapping's an Earth thing, but in my mind I see the thing. The Andromedans never went through the wars and conflict that the Pleiadians did to reach their higher dimensional state. They haven't gone through all the conflict like we've had on planet Earth as far as our evolution goes. They've evolved gradually over the years. They don't have the swing of emotions that we have, because at one time our civilization on planet Earth, the humans there, he said that one time we were up at close to the supreme being, or God, if you will. We were on the 10th and 11th dimension, where God was in the 12th dimension. So we've got a tremendous range of emotions because of our previous heritage. And then he said that at one point, humanity decided to go from the 11th and 10th dimensions all the way down to the 3rd to relearn our lessons again and work ourselves up the ascension ladder. That was a long time ago that happened.
What was the reasoning for this? For us to drop so low to read? I mean, because if presumably we already had learnt these lessons and had ascended to this dimension, so why would we put ourselves back through 5 dimensions? Is it just something I'd like to know?
Well, they really wanted to even learn the lessons of ascension even more than they did thoroughly. It was kind of like going for another PhD or 5 or
like
10
extra credit class, like summer school.
Yeah, right. And so you decided to take 10 extra credit classes.
Okay.
50 classes in summer school. So you've decided to go back and relearn everything all over again. And so that's what you're doing. That's why there's a couple of interesting things he's saying. Number one, humans on your planet, you, M, and Ted, you're both considered genetic royalty because you're the result of 22 different stars. That you have the DNA of 22 different star systems in you. And
don't tell me I'm a king. I've had enough of kings.
No, you're not a king. But all of us are considered genetic royalty here, in the sense that you have vast capabilities you don't even realize you've got. But once you do, and you will realize this as you shift into the higher dimensions, and it's happening now into the next couple of years, you'll become very powerful spiritual beings. And your civilization, the lessons that you learn from this, will be a model for the rest of all the other species in this universe. So that's why I'm here now. I'm watching that now. And he says, this is very interesting. He watches both your channel and my channel to get a feeling of what's going on.
Oh, geez. Is he subscribed? Hit the notification bell. Like, comment, share, please.
He'll be happy. Actually, what he does, they have sophisticated technology where they don't subscribe, but he'll subscribe if you want. No worries.
Please. Yeah, please
okay.
do.
All right. All right. Anyway, but he does listen to us,
Great.
and I know I've gotten a lot of support off planet from benevolent beings. My last show had about 151 million benevolent beings listening to it. That was off planet, of course.
151
Million.
million
Yeah, it's
benevolent
also
beings watching your show.
listening, and then also it's beamed aboard the Pleiadian mothership. Admiral Halosaurus tells me, and then it's beamed from the ship back to Alcone, which is the main base for the Pleiadian. So it's beamed here back to Pleiades.
That's incredible.
And now you're going to be hooked. You're going to be hooked into that same network.
No. I'm just thinking. I know that you said that they watch my show. Do they know? Could they tell me, or was there many, or was it just one watching my show?
Well, the Andromedans have their own ships here, by the way, as observers. Okay. And on his ship, they've been following both of our shows, as well as other light workers as well. They follow a lot of different. But we're considered boots on the ground. Stuff that we do,
being boots on the ground. I thank them for watching, and if they could subscribe and like and view the videos to raise it up in the algorithm, therefore giving me more of a way to spread the word. I would really appreciate their
they know exactly
being patrons of the channel, and also if they I don't know if there is galactic influence in real world money, but I have a buy me a coffee link, and anyone that appreciates my channel that wants to try and help sustain the content, including any other worldly beings, if you can support me in that way, that will help me keep on doing what I'm doing.
They can help you he said, we can help you in ways you can't even imagine.
Well,
we got you covered. He just said we got you covered. And you too, Ted. He just said you got your back. You both of your back.
It's great to hear. It's exciting. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we've got friends in high places. So benevolent beings in high places. Yeah. So
hey, I never miss an opportunity to to say like, share, and subscribe, even with amongst benevolent beings on a alien mothership.
Why not?
Why not? Hey, if they're watching me, hey, give me a lift up. Anything you can do, and I would appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Well, we'll have to after we finish today. We will go ahead and I'll arrange another time with Kana, because she wants to talk to you too.
I would love a private date with Connor. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll arrange it, and then I think you'll find her very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah.
Anyway, you make me blush.
That's okay. All right. Yeah. Let me get back to the Andromedan ambassador. There's a doctrine of free will on what is it called? It's called of non-interference in cosmic law. They can't directly interfere. The only times they can interfere is if you're about ready to commit suicide, like with Fukushima, or even with was suicidal, the way it was structured. But he said that special forces from the Galactic Alliance and the Andromedans came in and eviscerated the worst parts of both the virus and so it isn't as deadly as it could have been. And then the Pleiadians as well have been bombarding Earth with high energy vibrations, so that people raise their vibrations and they're not getting as sick and not as many, to help save lives, basically, which is good, which is they've been doing everything that they can. And what we can do, Em, is to educate people as to the hazards of this program and just make people aware, of course, of the ascension. And you're a seeker of truth. That says it all. That says it all right there. Because people want truth now. They're tired of getting lied to. And that's part of the old system, the third dimension about.
And just to say, this is why, I would give people time. I'll be open-minded. I will come I will follow people in what they're saying. I will investigate that. I'll even come on alien spaceships to listen to people as well, Ted. And I really am. I think what I've been describing myself recently, it really is what it is. I'm an open-minded skeptic, and although that I may review things and go back into things, and I'll build relationships with people. I'll be very respectful to them. When I'm trying to find the truth, and that's what it's all about. There's no need to be horrible to each other. It's all about finding the truth and simply looking at facts and hearing what people have to say and giving them time and platform and respect. And this is why part of the reason I'm glad I met you, Ted. I'm glad that I'm here or up here today, and I'm experiencing this. And I appreciate you giving me the time and allowing me to share this with the world and beyond. Apparently, the universe.
Beyond.
So it really is great. So I appreciate you saying that. And I
I'm
appreciate
so
being
glad.
here as well. And I thank everyone around us listening as well, not just on the interwebs, but also on the ship.
Oh yeah, they're all listening today.
I thought I'd make my speech. Sorry.
They're very pleased too about what's going on. They know there's stuff you got to battle, but it's all about seeking truth, isn't it? Getting the truth out. And things that are true will be shown to be as true, and those that are false will be shown to be false and fall by the wayside. That's what they said. They keep saying.
I believe that too. Yeah,
it is happening right now, and you're both truth warriors too. So, they said, the ambassador from Andromeda said that the hardest place to affect any positive change in this universe is Earth. This is the hardest one, and you're right in the middle of it right now. The people that you deal with, they may appear human, he says, but many of them aren't. They're not even from here. They're from a negative extraterrestrial civilization here to disrupt and stop our evolution. So, but good things are coming, and you're helping to create that. And you've actually we both have, all of the light workers on this planet have really speeded up the evolutionary cycles of Earth, and accelerated the ascension process by at least 20, how many years? 20, 25, 30 years through your work.
Glad to be a part of that.
So without your work, our work, it would be another 30, 35 years before we'd reach this point in our development now.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm so glad to have been here for this party, and what a surprise as well for this. Sorry, you said it was purple bee from the
Andromeda.
Explain.
Andromeda galaxy. They have. He explaining they have a blue sun, so their skin color is blue, and
So is that right?
if you have
a blue star, you're likely, if you're on a planet that can sustain life, that's likely so skin color and
yeah. He said that if Andromeda, a younger person, and they're human, they just have different skin color. That's all. If they're younger, they have a dark blue skin, and as they get older, they get a light blue skin. And he said, here's something interesting. Thousands of years ago, guess who populated Africa? Guess where they were from? Guess. Andromeda.
Oh, okay.
Because they came there with blue skin, and over millennia, your sun, which is different than our sun in color, caused our skin color in Africa to turn black. Isn't that fascinating?
That's fascinating. They were, the sun beat them black and blue, or blue and black.
Yeah. So they come from a very dignified and very advanced civilization, but they're from another galaxy. They're from the Andromeda galaxy. Right now, it's the closest galaxy to the Milky Way galaxy, except they have a blue sun.
Absolutely incredible. I'm sure they can hear me, but if you need to relay this, thank you for your connection, and we must get on because we've got lots to do.
Okay.
And
All right.
I do want to visit. I do want to visit the Hawaiian. I do want to have a dip in the Hawaiian Sea before
Okay.
we
All
depart.
right. I'm gonna send lots of love and light. I'm gonna say, Kana, that M will contact you soon. She said anytime.
Oh yeah.
And let's send love and light to all of our friends, the Pleiadians, the Sasani, and the Andromedans there. There are many more people aboard ship who'd like to meet us today, but we only have so much time, and they're busy right now, and we're busy too.
Please
But
come back.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
they will. We've just got to. Yeah,
I'll
this
come
is all
back.
kind of impromptu. They organized it. I didn't know what this was going to happen.
It's a surprise to me too. Surprise party.
Yeah, yeah. Would you not like another one of the a glass of that effervescent water right now? Or are you okay?
I'm okay. I've got a drink in hand, so I'll stick
All
with
right,
that.
good, good. Okay, all right. Much love to all of you, my friends. We're going to leave now. I'm going to take M down to my quarters, and we're going to go swimming. And then we'll see you sometime soon. I'll be in touch. And they said, we'll contact you. I said, that's fine, and we'll arrange another meeting soon. Okay.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye, everyone. Much love to
Bye.
all of you. Okay, let's walk through the door to the left. Admiral Halosaurus went back to the ship. He's got stuff to do. He says he can't play all day, but anyway, he's got to work. That's
Of course.
fine, my friend. Taking a left, walking down a long corridor. There's an elevator off to the right. Let's get in the elevator. We're on deck 40. We're going to go down to, get my floor straight. Down to deck 34. Not that far down. Deck 34 is my quarters, where my quarters are located. So we're getting in the elevator. The doors open up. We're stepping in. Shut, doors shut. We'll go down 6 flights down to floor 34. Doors open up. We're going to take a right and go 50 meters off to the right. There's a small door opening now. Let's step in. And there's a holodeck just a little ways down on the right. There's a small door. I'm opening it up. I pre-program it for a beach in Hawaii. It's on Kauai, on the western side of the island, and it's a beautiful white sand beach. Anyway, come on down, follow me. I've opened up the door. We're stepping into the hologram. It's a little bit like Star Trek. They say it's all a matrix. It is true. Even life on this planet's a matrix, a hologram. It's the same kind of reality. So let's walk down this trail. We're on the beach now, and get yourself ready. I'm going to go right into the water and swim for a while. Do you see the ocean there? It's crystal clear blue. Gorgeous day. Nice and warm, about 80 degrees, 82 degrees.
Yeah, I'm coming in. Definitely.
All right. All right. Me too. I'm anyway, let's go into the water because it's fun actually. Being up on ship like that, to be able to swim on a beach like in Hawaii, and you feel like it's very real. Now, sometimes it hasn't happened very often, but they had episodes on Star Trek about crew members getting lost in the holodeck or not wanting to come out. They create this paradise for themselves and then they don't want to leave. That hasn't happened very often, but it can happen sometimes. But
you've spoken to me about this before, and around what was it we were talking about? The place on the ship where you can. Well, no, this is the place on the ship, isn't it? We're talking about going to Hawaii now, and people don't want to come out. It's better than reality for them,
right?
Exactly. And I'm here, soaking up the sunshine here, and ready to swim. And we do need to get back and get grounded, so that we can have this interview soon. So,
right. We will do that.
If I have too much fun here, please pull me out.
All right. Let me go ahead and enjoy yourself swimming. I've already gone swimming today, so anyway, so it's fine. I'm going to go in the water a few minutes, and then Just kind of swim around. It feels so good. We're in a placid part of the island where there's no huge waves or anything, so it's safe. Kind of a lagoon area. There's reefs up beyond the surf that block the main tall waves coming from the Pacific. Any storms doesn't really hit here very well. So
So I'm going to come to shore now. I've had a nice dip, and it's cold coming out of the water.
Okay, here, let me throw you a towel. There you go.
Thank you. I'll
get yourself situated again.
Back on. That was rather impulsive of me, but
it's okay.
It just happened.
It's okay.
No, it wasn't too crude. He only saw my shoulders. Anyway, I'm back, and thank you.
Right. All right, just something to break up the day. Something fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a walk up the beach trail now. It's a bit of an incline, kind of a muddy trail going up with rocks and mud to the top. Kind of wash off your shoes or flip flops, whatever you got on, and then we'll go back.
Yeah, and
let's go back to the elevators on the left, and we're getting in the elevators now. We're going to go up to we're going to go down to deck 26, where Admiral Halosaurus is, and thank him for letting us visit him today and the crew.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're back, and I'm just going to put my hand on my heart and thank him so much for your love and kindness for letting us come up. He said, anytime, you're always welcome, Ted, with your friend. And I said, thank you, sir, and I really appreciate all your love and concern. So anyway, there's a lot of crew members now. There's Admiral Halosaurus was his dark navy blue jumpsuit, and then you have the lighters, the other crew members with the light blue. Okay, and much love to all of you. We're coming back now to planet Earth. You're going back to your studio. I'm going back to where I'm recording. And we are here. So welcome to Earth. Here we are.
Thanks. Yeah. Oh, that was interesting. Thank you for taking me aboard again. Thank you for showing the world, in fact. I think people will really enjoy watching our experience.
Yeah, I think they will. And realize it'll help raise consciousness, because they realize there's just more than what's here. There is quite a bit more out there, and just got to be open to it. And we're coming into a time of contact with them. I'm already in contact with them all the time, but I mean, as far as actually physical, if you look in the sky now, you'll see them at night. As far as landing here, it's still going to be a couple more years off, just because it is dangerous out there for them to show themselves physically right now. And besides that, they're very careful about letting us make our own choices. So they want us to do that. So they can be in contact, but only to a certain extent. Yeah.
For sure. So basically, Ted, I want to finish it off here. I want to thank you for, again, firstly, taking me aboard. Secondly, taking me aboard once again, and introducing me to all of these beings.
My pleasure, my friend. It's a lot of fun for me too. Believe me, it is.
It was absolutely a lot of fun, and I think that people watching this will have a lot of fun watching this, for sure. And yeah, it's just great to capture this moment. The first time we went aboard, I wished that I would have asked you before if we could record it. I assumed that it wasn't something that should be recorded, but this time I'm glad we captured experience. Glad we talked about it, and I'd like to talk to you more, and we'll go into that. But I think we should perhaps end it here for this experience, and restart another link for what comes next. Now we're back down on Earth.
Sounds great.
Ted, thank you for taking me and everyone watching aboard. Thank you for introducing me to everyone that was on the ship.
My pleasure, my friend. Okay, my friend. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Ted, for this experience, for sharing it with everyone else.
My pleasure. All right.
Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.